Today we're going to be installing off-road underglow lights for a 2014 Ford F-150. So this is everything that comes inside the package. You have your 12 LED lights. You can configure the power wiring based on your own needs. We have the user manual, automotive double-side tape adhesion promoter, and we also have self-tapping screws. Just a reminder, this is the adhesion promoter for the automotive double-sided tape. Before you install the product, be sure to peel off the backing of the LED light and apply the promoter to the mounting area. Don't forget to clean the mounting surface thoroughly. After cleaning, peel off the protective film and stick the light in place. Okay, we have some simple tools for today's install. We have a microfiber towel for cleaning the surface, electrical tape used for wire connections and installations, but you can use heat shrink tubing if available. Or you can solder the wires together, it's a lot stronger for connections. We have a utility blade used to strip the wire installations. Wire strippers are recommended for easier installations removal, but if you are using the blade, make sure to keep the slide lock. Please kindly use the blade with great care to avoid getting cut. We also have this 15mm wrench. This wrench is used for a self-supplied bolt. Depending on the vehicle, suitable tools can be selected as needed. Underglow light kit uses a parallel wiring setup. If multiple sets of underglow lights are installed, one power line may be used to supply multiple lights. This can cause higher current load on the power wire. Excessive heat may cause damage to the wiring insulation. Also, if installing multiple sets, a relay is strongly recommended. The power should be taken directly from the battery side, and use the accessory power as the control signal for the relay. First step is to pop open the hood and locate the fuse box. Before installation, decide how you want the lights to be controlled. If you only need the lights to turn on with power, you can tap into the accessory power source in the fuse box. If you want manual control with constant on functionality, you need to prepare a relay for a manual switch. On this vehicle, we're going to be choosing the accessory power as the power source. Next step is to open the fuse box and locate the accessory fuse. Here we found a 20 amp fuse. This is a custom made fuse tab. An extension wire has been added to the back of the fuse tab. The fuse tab has two fuse slots. The lower slot holds the factory fuse, the upper slot holds the fuse for the added accessory circuit. If the power draw is too high, it's recommended to use a higher rated fuse. Do not exceed the rating of the factory fuse in the lower slot. Use the nail nose pliers to remove the factory accessory fuse. Install the 20 amp fuse into the fuse tab. Once installed, insert the fuse tab back into the fuse box. Route the power wire out through the gap along the edge of the fuse box. Pull the wire out from the fuse box so it doesn't get pinched and close the box. Choose the wiring path and location based on the vehicle. This specific vehicle, we're going to route the wire out near the radiator support. Guide the wire down past the lower crash bar and into the wheel well. Pull the rest of the extended wire out through the wheel well. Use the utility knife or a wire stripper to strip the insulation. Now you can expose the copper wire. Now you can take out the underglow lights. Each light has two wires. The red wire is a 12 volt positive and the black wire is a 12 volt ground. Because the wires are short, peel back the outer insulation first, then expose a section of the wire. Cut off any excess insulation by using the utility blade. Next up is to strip the insulation from the positive wire. Now you have the copper wire exposed. Use the utility blade to split the wire in the middle. At this time, you can now twist both of the exposed wires together. You can either use crimp connectors or solder them together, which make for a stronger connection. But for this install, we're just going to use the twist method. Now that you've twisted your wires together, you can give it a slight tug to make sure it's not coming apart, and grab your electrical tape and tightly wrap around the exposed wires. Or if you really want to make it waterproof, you could use heat shrink tubing. That will give it that extra protection. Now get your utility knife and strip the insulation for the negative wire. Use your utility knife to finish peel back the insulation. Now you're going to form a loop with the wire. Next step is to find a ground area where you will be able to ground the wire safely. For this install, we're going to ground the wire at the top of the shock tower. Install the ground wire and secure it with a nut. Here we have a 15mm wrench to tighten the ground bolt. After connecting the power wires, you can now turn on the ignition. Be sure to check if the lights are operating properly. Go ahead and turn off the ignition. After turning the key off, the lights will shut off automatically. This will confirm if the accessory power source is working properly. To prepare the mounting surface, grab a towel and clean the area. Get the adhesion promoter, and inside is a pad soaked with adhesion promoter. At this time, you may now wipe the mounting area evenly. After you're finished cleaning the area, wait about 2 minutes for it to dry. Once the surface is completely dry, peel off the double-sided tape and proceed with the installation. To prepare to install the underglow lights, a heat gun can be used to warm the double-sided tape to improve the adhesion. Use your utility knife to peel out the protective film from the double-sided tape. Place your light in the designated area and press firmly against it. If the double-sided tape cannot be used at a mounting location, or if the tape does not provide sufficient strength, use the included self-tapping screws. Each LED light has 2 mounting holes. The light can be secured directly through these holes. These will provide a more secure installation. Just be mindful of the area that you're going to mount it to. At this time, you can go ahead and close the hood. These are some recommended underglow mounting locations. Directly under the front bumper, directly under the front wheel well, under the center of the chassis. If the vehicle is way too long, 2 or 3 lights are recommended in the center section. 1 under the rear wheel well, and 1 light under the rear bumper. Remember, whenever you are installing these lights, be sure to aim them downwards. Now you can turn on the power to display the underglow lighting.